welcome to Season 3, Episode 2 of this Football Manager 17 career at Alfreton Town. And you'll see us in a disappointing position in the first update of this season. We lost our first game of the season in the last episode, and things haven't really improved since then. In this episode, I'm going to take you through the results that we've had since then and any of the updates that we've got, and then we'll get into today's game against Bradford Park Avenue at home. It's going to be a home game against a team that are in 15th place, so hopefully we can get this show back on the road. But it's been a difficult start. So you were with me when we lost that first game of the season at home to Altrincham. The two sendings off in that game and then 2 second half goals for Altrincham cost us that game. We then went to Solihull Moors and we went 1-0 down. Tyler Hamilton scored an early goal. Junior Marias got his first goal for us to get us back into the game. But unfortunately there was a 94th minute winner, effectively the last kick of the game. Harry White won the game for Solihull Moors. And we'd lost the first 2 games of the season. We then had a home game against Barwell, who have just been promoted, and we were hopeful of a victory in this one, and we ended up having to come from behind twice to draw this game. Junior Marias was at the double, so he backed up his goal from the previous game. 2 more in this game, and this is going to be his second equaliser that I'm going to show you now. It was a pretty poor performance and a frustrating one, but he managed to pounce on the defender who dwelt on the ball and then run through and finish, which was a relief to get that equaliser, to be honest with you. We backed that up though with a home win against Halifax. Graham Montgomery and Liam Hearn with the goals. That was a good victory for us. Graham Montgomery scored a free kick that squirmed through the keeper's grasp, and then Liam Hearn made the game safe. He was a substitute, came on and scored the second goal for us. However, since then, things have taken a turn for the worse. We lost away at Chorley 1-0. We didn't really lay a punch on them, to be honest, in this game. They were quite comfortable with that 1-0 victory. Against AFC Telford, it was a 3-0 loss. We went 2-0 down in the second half. I tried to go attacking, go 4-4-2, try and get back into the game, and they ended up scoring a third. So a really poor effort. And then we got to the Lowestoft game. So this was the second home game against a newly promoted side, and I was thinking if we can get a victory in this one, we can get ourselves up to that point a game marker and then try and build from there. However, a 2-0 home defeat, 2 second half goals from Lowestoft, and things have gone from bad to worse. So where does that leave us in the table? Second from bottom is the answer to that question. We've only got 4 points from our 7 games. Only Cambridge City are below us. FC United are just above us. But we really could do with a victory early on. It's been a tough start to this season considering we were hoping for a playoff place. We did start last season slowly, but this season's been a real struggle. In terms of other updates, we've only really managed to bring in one person, and it's a familiar name that we brought in. Ronaldo Brown is in from Oldham. He was our left winger. He was playing left wing as an inside forward last year, and he's back at Alfreton. So it's good to have him back. He hasn't managed to make too much of an impact yet for us, which is disappointing, but he's back. I am still looking for more midfielders and more defenders because we've got an unbalanced squad, which is my own fault, to be honest with you. But we could do with improving the squad. As you can see, the morale of the team is pretty low. So I'm going to have a team meeting before the next game, and then I'm going to go and pick the team, and I will see you for the game at home to Bradford Park Avenue. And it's match day here against Bradford Park Avenue. I've had the team meeting, and as you can see, everyone seems a little bit happier with life. I told them that we were expecting a little bit more from them, and we were more than capable of getting out of this slump, and they agreed with me, so everyone seems a little bit happier. I've also switched back to the 4-5-1. I had experimented with a bit of an attacking 4-4-2, but I decided to go back to what we know. We're going to play this 4-5-1 and try and stick to what we were good at last season. So this is what we're going with. The only other bit of news is Danny Lloyd got annoyed. That rhymed. Danny Lloyd came to me complaining about a lack of first team football. He signed for us in the summer. To be honest, I haven't played him a huge amount. He was not accepting any of my excuses for not playing him, and rather than say I was going to sell him, I actually think he could be quite useful. So I've told him I'm going to give him a few games. He's a quick player. Hopefully he can give us a bit of a boost out wide on the right hand side in today's game. He isn't particularly match fit, so I can't see him finishing the game, but let's hope he can have an impact in the time that he is on the pitch. But yeah, it's been a really disappointing start for us this season. Those playoff hopes look a long way away, but the good news is that we are still very early in the season, so the negative amongst you might be looking about us being 2 points adrift, but actually we're 8 points off the playoffs. So let's get on a nice run and get ourselves up the table and back where we should be and competing at the top end of the table. Bradford Park Avenue will be in what looks like a white and green kit. And I've got a few nerves. Let's be honest. It's an important game for us. We need to start winning quickly. I don't want to lose my job here, so I'm a little bit nervous. So an early corner for us. Montgomery's going to take it, headed away, but Ronaldo Brown has it, drills it back in. It's been blocked. Can we keep this alive? Brown's got it back towards the box, but it has been cleared. Doyle, is it Doyle? No, it's Ogle, a left back with a good tackle, but he's lost the ball as well. And he's then committed a foul. I'm hoping this isn't bad news. Referee has called him over. Just a warning. Getting a little bit worried there. I thought that was going to be a card. Oh, the keeper's come running around there, got nowhere near it. We can bring the ball away here with Deeney. And Hearn can hold the ball up for us. It's not been a convincing start from us, but Lloyd can get on the ball and run. This is a long highlight for nothing happening just yet, so let's hope something comes along at the end of it. We have got the ball back. Ogle on the left-hand side into Montgomery. And the ball's ricocheted into Winter, and I think there was a deflection on his shot, and it's in the corner. Winter has his first of the season. It's a bit scrappy, but we don't care. The ball ricocheted off Hearn. The ball then did deflect off Waterhouse and into the bottom corner. But we'll take a goal in any way it'll come for us. So we're 23 minutes in. Montgomery has the ball in midfield, feeds it into Hearn. Hopefully he can hold the ball up. Brings Brown into play and then back into Hearn. Winter's in, and Winter has his second. We're 2-0 up after 24 minutes. And things could be looking up for us. I don't want to speak too soon. I've clearly just put the curse on us there. But Winter got through and smashed it home. It's 2-0. So, free kick taken by the Bradford goalkeeper. Nicky Rowe has the ball in midfield. Sinclair's going to get there and head it over the keeper, who's come for no apparent reason, not got near it. Emile Sinclair has got a goal and Bradford Park Avenue are back in it. A hopeful ball over the top. If the keeper had stayed on his line, we would not have had that trouble. All that Sinclair had to do was get his head on it and nod it over the keeper. It just trickled home. And there's another highlight here. 4 minutes to go before half time. Ogle gets on the ball. Montgomery's got it, and now Ronaldo Brown. Hopefully this means we can look to extend our lead. Montgomery's got back on the ball. There's a little battle for the ball in there. Hearn's going to hold the ball up, and he's tackled. But Lloyd's got it. Montgomery out wide to Ogle. Oh, he's coming. What was he doing there? Deeney into Montgomery. Brown. I think he's going to have a shot, and it's a good save from the keeper. Another highlight just before half time. Bradford Park Avenue have the ball in midfield. Out wide and headed away twice, but a lot of head tennis going on there. There's a foul by Ogle. He's going to get sent off here. He's already on a yellow card. And he's off. Things keep going badly for us. Things are just starting to look up. We got ourselves 2-0 up and we've conceded a goal and had a red card before half time. I'm going to have to bring Blakeman on. He's normally a midfielder, but he can play left back. And I'm just trying to work out how we're going to do this now. So I've decided what we're going to do. Had to have a bit of thinking time here, but we're going to bring Blakeman on for Lloyd. I know he wants first team football, but we're going to have to sacrifice him here. We're going to go 4-4-1. Montgomery's going to move out to the left-hand side. Brown's going to move across to the right-hand side, and we are going to go defensive and be a little bit more disciplined and hope that we can hold out. Free kick as a result of the foul was headed away. Not too much danger there, and we've managed to get through to half-time. We're 2-1 ahead, and we need to keep the players going here, so we're going to tell them to keep it up. They're going to have to work very, very hard in this second half. I'm going to get a little bit of advice on what to do about the opposition. And the second half is up and running. The second half so far, and we're 66 minutes in, it's been pretty uneventful, which is good for us. I'm going to get Junior Marias on. Liam Hearn's looking pretty tired and he's on a yellow card up front. So we'll get Junior Marias on to give us some fresh legs up front and do some chasing and harrying up front. And let's hope this continues for the rest of the second half, because we are holding out quite nicely. And we have a corner here. Blakeman's going to rip the ball in. And it's in! Kennedy, the captain, has headed it in. It's 3-1. First goal of the season for Kennedy. And that's going to make the last 10 minutes a lot easier for us. This is the first highlight of the second half. Kennedy got in with a header. Keeper couldn't keep it out. It's 3-1. Time to make the final change, I think. We're going to bring on Jay Wilson for Ronaldo Brown on the right hand side, and we're just going to make a little tweak to the team instructions, try and keep possession and just see the game out really. We're going to play as narrow as we can, waste time, and hopefully that'll be enough to get us through this game. So this looks like the game's going to end 3-1. McGowan has cleared the ball. He's coming to the side today, and it's 3-1. A great victory for us. We really did need that. Looks like the team meeting paid off. We even survived that Regan Ogle 2 yellow cards to get ourselves that victory. We're still in the relegation zone, 7 points from our 8 games. That's a really important win for us, so I'm happy with that. So we finished that episode on a high with our second victory of the season. We've got Darlington away next. Some tough games coming up actually. Tamworth in there, Kidderminster in there, Stockport are in there, Boston are in there who have come down. And I think the next game will probably be around about that Boston game. So it could be Boston, it could be Stalybridge. So I'll go and play those off screen. Hopefully we can improve further from where we are at the moment. And I'll see you next time.